Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today we have set number 70848. This is the Systar Party Crew, containing 196 pieces, retailing for $19.99. There's one very small, actually, instruction booklet, and this is the mid-size set from the final wave of LEGO Movie 2 sets, and it was one that I was particularly looking forward to because of Disco Benny, and, you know, Disco, Unikitty, and Metalbeard are cool too, I guess. But before we get to Benny, we have other stuff to look at. So here's Unikitty, who we'll look at with the figures later, and a dance floor, which is a total of 9 pieces and has some brightly colored tiles, which is kind of coolish, I guess, but it really doesn't take up that much space, and I don't know. I feel like you need a little bit larger of a section so you can actually put all 3 figures on it in order for that to actually, you know, be a worthwhile part of the set, but you know, it's not terrible looking, and helps flesh out the scene just a little bit, as well as a little speaker, and this little table with 3 drinks on it, and these bottles are built the same way that they're built in the Systar Party Crew set. So, yeah, that's cool, I guess. Metalbeard here is the most substantial build in the set, obviously, but, you know, he's not too ridiculously large, which, you know, you'd expect from a, you know, $20 set. The last time that we got a Metalbeard in a small regular release set that was like, you know, built up and actually sort of mech robot shape style was in the Metalbeard's Duel set, and that one was a decent amount larger than this. It was 7 inches tall. This one is like 5, give or take. So, you know, it is a scaled down version. It's probably about the same size as the one that came in Metalbeard Sea Cow, which I don't own, so I can't directly compare it to that, but, you know, it is a pretty decently-ish sized build here, and it, you know, it's got some articulation. The legs can move back and forth and in and out a little. This leg really doesn't need to be on the ground. It's very difficult to get this to be not able to stand. It does have a 2x4 tile spaced or sized foot here, and you know that can hold it up in all sorts of crazy poses. Very easy to get that to stand on one leg. You'll notice the only time that I wasn't able to get it to stand on that one leg is when I had this leg extended and it's actually using that leg. So, you know, it works pretty well. They do use a lot of these curved tiles, which I think adds to the look quite a bit. His leg is a piano, and that is a 1x4 tile that was introduced for the set, and there are 2 of them, because he also has one up here on his chest that he can actually play with his little hook hands here, so he can be playing the piano. His arm here on this side, you know, has a decent amount of articulation. It's got the fingers that are articulated, and you can hold a figure in his hand. It's very easy with Benny, so, you know, works pretty well. And he does have this little phonograph thing as a shoulder pad, which uses a metallic, one of these 1x1 dishes, or 2x2 dishes, and you can change the angle of that. You have this flag back here, which you can rotate a little bit side to side, but doesn't have too much range there. It's a whole lot easier to move it side to side when you move this shell piece back. From the back, you know, he doesn't have too much going on. Minimal undersides of studs are visible, so you know, it's finished up pretty decently, just nothing crazy special going on back here. He's got this here, which maybe is supposed to be a drum or something, and this maybe a speaker. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but you have another one of these gem pieces. This little shoulder pad is the part that confuses me the most about the build, I think. And he does have this trumpet here, which, you know, he has no hand on his second arm, but you can get this trumpet to actually get in front of his face, more or less. It's possible. Done it. We have to turn this like that. There we go. And then he's got the trumpet here. Unfortunately, the trumpet's sort of upside down when you do that, because it's supposed to, these are supposed to be the valves that are on the top normally when you normally play trumpet. We do have another metallic, that is metallic silver, and this is another metallic gold 3x3 dish, which those aren't super common. So it's nice to get here, and the trumpet build itself looks pretty good. You know, it would be nice if you could get it to actually fit properly like so that it's oriented correctly for the right way for him to play it. But it's not too bad and looks pretty good on the whole. His face print is actually new for this version of Metal Beard because he's smiling. They've used the same face in all the other LEGO Movie 2 sets, and the beard is exclusive in gold, and I believe his hat is the same, and nothing special there. But looks pretty good. And he does also have this chest down here, which features his organs, and that is just a hot dog piece and a bone inside there. But that won't open up on its own because it's blocked by the keyboard. So you can pull it off, obviously, and I guess that gives you a better way to see what's inside. But by default, it is locked closed on his chest. Here's our closer look at Disco Kitty, and he does use 2 of these 1x2 slope bricks with printing on both sides, actually. That kind of gave her the really tall heels, and those were introduced in the Party Bus set, as well as the tail that was also introduced in the Party Bus set. And I believe the face might have been in the Party Bus set, but I don't know for a fact that that's true. She does also have an alternative facial expression, which requires you to remove her printed brick and attach the additional printed brick that is included in the set, and then she's smiling and happy. And her head is attached with the Unikitty stamp piece, so it makes it a little bit more secure. And she does have this boa piece here, which is an interesting material. It's not something that we've seen LEGO use before, so it's interesting to see, but it looks pretty cool and pretty accurate to the movie. And both of the facial expressions are pretty cool, but this one is exclusive. I don't know if this one is. And at last, we've reached the part of the video about Benny, and this is the highlight of the set for me, and probably for quite a few other people as well. He just looks really good, this Party Benny. The legs are dual molded, which is great. Awesome. I like that. The torso print on him looks pretty nice as well. I like bringing the Meaty Mazor in there. Definitely works pretty well. He does have the same standard Benny helmet that we've seen them use since the first LEGO movie, but they take advantage of the 2 little kind of visor holes on the side. Not really holes, but like the visor attachments to use this new sunglasses piece, which that's a really cool part. It's printed on there, and it can move up and down, and it just looks good. He does have a new face print as well, which that's a good expression, and he does have another expression as well, which might be even more appropriate for this helmet, and that just looks really good as well. So happy with that. And if we remove the air tanks, which those are just standard Benny air tanks, he does have some good back printing on the torso as well. And I like the sort of star shape that's going on in the on the left of his torso. And here we have the total contents of the set, and honestly, it doesn't really feel like $20 worth of stuff. Part of that might just be because the build is a character, which, I don't know, it feels like you're basically getting 3 minifigures and a really minimal side builds. But, obviously Metal Beard is pretty substantial, and that, does factor into it. But, I don't know, it feels like maybe a $15 set, but the quality of the stuff you get here is really good, and I would recommend, if you want any of it, to get this set, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's just, it is a little bit smaller than the box makes it look, maybe that's the right way to put it, but, Benny is really fantastic, and definitely a valuable figure here, at least to me. I prescribe quite a bit of the set's value to that Benny figure. Metal Beard is pretty good. Disco Unikitty, it's nice to get this kind of boa piece thing, but maybe if the set had a little bit more parts dedicated to the stage build or whatever, maybe make a little bit of a larger dance floor, maybe even just like an 8x8 dance floor instead of 4x4, then maybe it would feel like you're actually getting $20 just worth of volume. But for what this set is, I think that it is executed well, and I will say it would have been nice to get Batman Party Batman in this set with the large cape, because he didn't get the large cape in the one set that he came in. So he's always going to look a little incomplete, which is a little bit unfortunate. So if they were able to squeeze that in here and maybe even raise the price of the set by $5, I think that would have made for an excellent inclusion. Even I would not have minded if they replaced Unikitty with Batman, but I guess they did want to drive sales of the castle with that figure, which I guess makes sense, but it would have been nice for him to be available in a cheaper set. So, that being said, that's not really a complaint about this set by itself. It's just a complaint of the stuff available alongside it. So, overall, I would highly recommend the set, even though, it's a little bit small. What you get is really good, and for $20, it's still not a terrible value, and you can find it discounted pretty frequently. Almost always $16, which is very close to the $15 that I would have liked to see. And $1 over isn't too ridiculous, but then Amazon discounted it even further to $12, and I jumped on it immediately because that is a really excellent price. And at that price, I would recommend everyone who looked at this and was like, "Oh, it's Benny. That's kind of cool." If all you're interested in is Benny, $12 for that is not too bad, honestly. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.